What's happening, guys? This is House Cat MMA, and right now I'm going to be going over my predictions for UFC Fight Night 272 Hinato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. But before I get into all that, if you just take a second to like and subscribe, maybe do a bit of comment and sharing, that should be cool as hell. So, the thing was, like, when I first saw this card, I was kind of like, I usually don't complain about cards, but I was kind of like, oh, God, this one's kind of fucking bad. But once I really looked into it, it's really not too bad. So, jerking the curtain, we got Jose Amaro Delano versus Robert Ruchala. So, he strikes very well off his back foot. He has some pretty decent takedown defense and some pretty good power. Then you got Robert Ruchala, and when I'd watch his fights, it was kind of hard to call what the fuck he was good at. Like, he's got a good record. He has a little bit of durability, but like, what the fuck is he good at? He's susceptible to being taken down. His striking is kind of whatever, but he's got a pretty good record, so it's kind of confusing. But because of that, I'm going to go with Jose Mauro Delano by some form of knockout, probably in the first round. And then we got Tommy McMillan versus Manolo Zucchini. See, Tommy McMillan, I like him. I like his style. You know, his striking is, it's decent. Like, I would even say it's good. But he's mainly just very aggressive, and he kind of uses his shit on the feet to overwhelm guys and gets them on the ground, then submits them. He's got some pretty good submission skills. And then you got Manolo Zucchini, who's much of the same, but he just don't quite got the ass that Tommy McMillan has. He just don't got quite enough ass. He's not as powerful. He's not as big. So I'm going to go McMillan by way of rear naked choke in the second round. And then we got Ethan Ewing versus Rafael Esteban. I like Ethan Ewing. I do. He's riding a 9-fight win streak. He's got hella good knockout power. He's got some pretty good offensive wrestling. And I think he's going to be hard to take down by Rafael Esteban, which that would be Rafael's only chance to beat him, I think. So, because when I was watching Rafael fight, he was, he's not awful on the feet, but he does kind of get hit. And Ethan Ewing will knock your fucking noodle loose. So I'm going to go Ethan Ewing by way of, we'll go second round TKO. I think this will be a finish heavy card. Then we got Abdul Rahman Yakiev versus Brinson Ribeiro. I don't think Ribeiro's going to give Yakiev any kind of problems. I think it'll be a quick submission for Yakiev. It's like Ribeiro's good. He exhibits some durability. He does have good ground skills as well, but I will give the edge on the ground to Yakiev. But yeah, I looked at Ribeiro's record. It's 17 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. Yakiev's, I think, 8-0. Just reading the signs, I'm going to go Yakiev first round submission, just like in his last fight. Maybe not as quick. I think his last fight was a 33-second rear naked choke or something like that. I don't think it'll be that quick. Probably 3 or 4 minutes in. Then we got Verna Jandaroba versus Tabitha Ricci. So Jandaroba, she's a strong gal, and so is Ricci. I think Ricci's got the edge on the feet, and I think Jandaroba has the edge on the ground. But as far as who's going to win there, I'm going to go Ricci for no other reason other than I think Ricci's kind of hot. I'm going to go Ricci by decision. Then, of course, you got Hinato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. So, Chris Duncan, pretty good on the feet, pretty powerful, but he's mainly a submission artist. He's really good on the ground. His fight with Terrence McKinney was nothing short of spectacular. Then you got Hinato Moicano, who, okay on the feet, decent on the feet, but he's obviously a grappler. And he's tough as fucking nails. So is Chris Duncan. They're very similar in a lot of ways, except I think Chris Duncan's more physically strong than Renato Moicano. I think it'll be Renato Moicano's best bet to get Chris Duncan on the ground. Can he get him on the ground? Yeah, he probably can. He probably can. I think he can. And I think Chris Duncan, if he wants to fight on the ground, he can get. This might be a grappling heavy fight, maybe. But if it stays on the feet, I'm going to give the edge to Duncan. I think Duncan's pretty fucking tough. And I'm going to say Duncan's going to win. It's a 5-round fight. I think since it's a 5-round fight, that might, as far as our gas tanks go, I might give the edge to Moicano. Has Moicano ever gone 5 rounds? I don't know if Moicano 5 rounds has he done. I'm not sure. I know Chris Duncan hasn't. So yeah, that might be out because I don't know that Moicano's been 5 rounds. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm actually, the more and more I think about it, I'm kind of excited to see how that plays out. But I'm gonna go Renato Moicano because I like his style. It's hard to call the method. I'm gonna go Darce choke 3rd round. Yeah, Darce choke 3rd round. But that's pretty much all I have on that for the main card of UFC Fight Night 272. Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. Like I was saying earlier, just go ahead and do your subscribing. Just go ahead and do that. Nothing bad is gonna happen. You might learn something. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. This is House Guide MMA, and I'll catch y'all sons of bitches later.